Hello and welcome to everyone present here. Students, you already know that we had begun the chapter French Revolution, and first of all, we had discussed about the meaning of the French Revolution, and then we had discussed about the relevance of the French Revolution, that what sort of contribution was done by the French Revolution to this world and society, that still we are studying about this. And we already know that few rights like right to life, right to liberty, right to equality before law, right to vote, all these types of right we take as a granted. But no, these rights have some history also, and these rights originated in the first time in French Revolution, and the constitution prepared in 1791. Now it is time to discuss about the causes of the French Revolution. So there are many fold causes, and we will discuss about one by one under different segments like political cause, social cause, economic cause, immediate cause. Likewise, we will discuss it. So first of all, let us see the political cause. As far as the political cause is concerned, King Louis XVI had ascended the throne in 1774 in just age of 20 years, and he was an absolute monarch. Means there was no any political body to keep control over his decisions. What sort of he decision used to make, there was no any political body to keep control upon it. So he was absolute monarch, and he was also a very extravagant. He was living a lavish. His lifestyle was very lavish, and he used to live in the palace of Versailles, and he also used to maintain a huge army. Where there was a very huge expenditure. So there was huge expenditure on the maintenance of the Palace of Versailles and the army, and the common people had no any say into day-to-day administration. Although there was a political body named State General, but this State General was convened by the king himself, and there was a system of voting, but it was based on one state, one vote system. Now let us see at the social causes. As far as the social causes are concerned, the French society was divided into three states. The first state was comprised of the clergy, the people who were engaged in the church activities, and they were exempted from paying any taxes. The second state was known as the nobility, and they were rich and big landlords, and there were also many privileges in the society, as the clergy used to enjoy many privileges in the society due to birth, and the nobility was also exempted from paying the taxes. The third state was a mixed group, and it was comprised of rich businessmen, merchants, as well as peasants and artisans. And there were also very poor people like small peasants, landless labor, and even servants. The third state used to comprise 98% population of the France, but they had only burden of paying taxes for the estates, and they were not provided with any sort of privileges in the society, as the privileges were being utilized by the first and second state people. So the division of society was divided into three states, and first and second states people used to enjoy much power, political power, and privileges in the society only due to taking birth in those states, and they were also exempted from paying the taxes. So it was not overall situation was not good and conducive. Third one is the economic cause. Arthik Karan. What was the economic cause? When the King Louis XVI ascended the throne, there was already the debt of 2 billion livres on the treasury. जब वो राजा बना तब पहले से ही खजाने पर 2 बिलियन लिव्रे का उस पर मतलब कर्ज था, वहाँ की करेंसी को लिव्रे कहते थे. And the government was intended to increase the taxes to minimize this burden of debt, and the taxes were imposed on the third state people. There was a type of tax called tile, which was directly paid to the state, and church also used to collect the taxes, that was known as the tithe. And there were few indirect taxes, and it was also levied on the everyday use of commodities and consumptions like tobacco and many more things. So we see that the treasury was empty when the King Louis XVI ascended the throne. There was already debt of 2 billion livres, and the government was going to increase the taxes, and it was also going to impose the taxes on third estate people in the form of tile and tithes. And there were also burden on the treasury because France was engaged in war with the 13 American colonies to make them free. So it was also already having some debts, and the debt had increased from 2 billion to 3 billion libras. And the economist has calculated that 43% of its revenue were being paid as a only in the form of interest only to the debt. So the crisis of financial situation was very, very grim, and the state was not in position to run the day-to-day expenditure like paying the salaries to the army and the court officials and running the government. So economic condition was also not good. There was also a cause, and it was the growing of middle class. A new society, a new educated society was growing in the France society. And we already know the society was divided into states: first state, second state, third state. But the industrial revolution had already begun in Europe, and cities, the population of cities were increasing, and businessmen and educated professionals like doctor, engineer, professor started to come up in the society, and they were of opinion that the privileges being enjoyed by the first state and second state people is not good. The government should be in democratic form, and everyone should be equal before law, and everyone should have the equal rights. So after during 18th century, a new middle class society was emerging in the France, and it was comprised of businessmen and professionals like teacher, professor, doctor, engineer, and they were of opinion that the monarchical form of government is not good, and there should be control on the activities of the actions of the kings, and the government should be based on consent, and there should be equality and some rights to the people. Then another cause, that is the subsistence crisis, जीने का संघर्ष. It is also held responsible for the occurrence of the French Revolution. So what is the subsistence crisis? We try to know it. The subsistence crisis was a situation where the lower strata of the society, third state society, it means the very poor people, the landless labor and the servants and the small peasants were not in position to purchase the food commodity for their living. Why such types of condition came into existence in the France? Because here it is written that the French population increased from 23 million in 1715 to 28 million in 1789. तो फ्रांस की जनसंख्या 23 million से 28 million हो गई, and the production in food grains could not match with the increase in population. तो population बढ़ गया, लेकिन उस हिसाब से खेतों में अनाज का उत्पादन नहीं बढ़ा. So there was shortage of the food grains, and demand increased, so the prices also increased. And the situation also became very worst in those years when they are used to the bad weather or drought situation. The harvest year used to be totally destroyed, and the prices of food commodity also increased very high. So the poor people, the servant and the third state poor people was finding it very difficult to purchase the high priced food commodities for their living. तो जीने के लिए संघर्ष हो गया था फ्रांस में, ऐसी स्थिति आ गई थी. Now here it is also another cause, and that is the role of philosopher. Philosophers are great scholars. They used to write books, and they put their ideas forward, and people read their books and get enlightenment, increase their knowledge. So during 17th and 18th century, there was the age of enlightenment, getting new knowledge, and various philosophers put forward their theories for the state to be based on equality and freedom. तो बहुत सारे फिलोसफर ने अपने अपनी बातों को रखा कि किस तरह का सरकार होना चाहिए, किस तरह का गवर्नमेंट होना चाहिए, नागरिकों को कितना मतलब फ्रीडम मिलना चाहिए, इक्वलिटी कितना होना चाहिए. द फर्स्ट फिलोसफर इन दिस सीक्वेंस इज जॉन लॉक. John Locke, in his book The Two Treatises of Government, sought to refute the doctrine of the divine and absolute right of the monarch. तो जॉन लॉक ने अपनी पुस्तक टू ट्रीटीज ऑफ गवर्नमेंट में इस बात का मेंशन किया कि ये जो राजा लोग हैं, जिसे लुई 16 कहा करता था कि मुझे भगवान ने आप लोगों के ऊपर शासन करने के लिए भेजा है, देवता ने भेजा है, और मेरे किसी कार्य के ऊपर कोई आदमी कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकता है. तो वो जो डिवाइन थ्योरी वो पुट फॉरवर्ड करते थे और जनता भी बेचारी उसको मान लेती थी, तो उस बात को उसने अपनी पुस्तक में द टू ट्रीटीज ऑफ गवर्नमेंट में नकार दिया सीधे, और कहा कि ये द डिवाइन डॉक्ट्रिन ऑफ डिवाइन एंड द एब्सोल्यूट लाइक टू द मोनार्क, इट इज़ टोटली रॉन्ग. इट इज़ नॉट द मैसेज ऑफ द गॉड to the king, but the king themselves formulate such types of theory themselves and put forward before the subjects. Rousseau, the another philosopher, Rousseau proposed that a government should be based on a social contract between the people and their representatives. तो रूसो का कहना था कि जो गवर्नमेंट होना चाहिए तो शासक और जनता के बीच में एक समझौता होना चाहिए, एक उनके बीच में एक सहमति होनी चाहिए, तब गवर्नमेंट का निर्माण होना चाहिए. ये नहीं कि राजा का पुत्र अपने मन से राजा बन गया और व्हाट्सएवर ही वांट टू रूल द कंट्री, इट शुड बी गिवन फ्रीडम. तो ऐसी चीज़ नहीं होना चाहिए. Montesquieu was the another philosopher. Montesquieu wrote in his book The Spirit of Laws that the power of government should be not in one hand, but it should be distributed into three bodies known as legislative, executive and judiciary. So these were some ideas of the philosopher which were put forward, and the people of France became enlightened and they started to look for do some revolution because the monarch was totally absolute and the political, social, economic condition of the country was not good and healthy for the people of France. So in this way we come to know that there are manifold causes, and we studied one by one that what sort of political cause was there for the occurrence of this revolution. Then we also discuss about the economic social cause. Then we also discuss about the economic cause. Then we also discuss about the ideas put forward by growing middle class. Middle class people started to put their forward idea that the society should have such a government which should be based on consent of the people. Then we also discuss about the new cause, and that is the subsistence crisis. The people of third state, the poor people, we are finding it very difficult for their survivals because the population of France had increased manifold, but the food grains production could not increase simultaneously. So the prices of food commodities increased very much, and the prices also increased tremendously when there was used to be the bad harvest or the destroy of the harvest due to drought or hailstone. And we also discuss about the role of philosopher. Three philosophers were important: Rousseau, Montesquieu and John Locke. So in this way we discuss about all these 6 causes, and this is all about the causes of the French Revolution. Okay.